Hey, what's up, YouTube? Early morning. I thought I'd get my day started out right. It's a little early. Worked last night and really couldn't sleep this morning. So I thought I'd do a couple of video on a couple scan readers, scan tools, whatever you want to call them. I'm unfamiliar, just for those of you, there's probably a lot more people out there that use them every day and that. I'm just a weekend warrior. A lot of my vehicles, I like to, be up on the stuff, and I'm learning a little at a time. I'm mainly an industrial mechanic. I've done mechanicking on cars and vehicles throughout the years and just learning stuff. But anyway, let's get into the Cec-tech. This one is made by Harbor Freight, or it's a Harbor Freight brand. Excuse me, I don't know if it's made by Harbor Freight. Comes with a little booklet. What I like about this one, you do have a carrying case you can put it in. It stays in my toolbox, or I can throw it in a rig and go help a buddy out or whatever, and we can read the codes and things like that. It does have a deal that plugs into your vehicle. The overall performance and stuff, I've been happy with this. A lot of the stuff on it I don't understand, I'll be honest with you. I had a hard time with it. Harbor Freight, if you can, maybe you could make it a little easier for us that's not up on some of this stuff. I did use it for my red truck when I had it. I had a couple sensors that was going out, exhaust sensors, and it helped me diagnosed the problem, and I replaced them, and it cleared the codes, and it cleared a seatbelt code too. One of my seatbelts was broke. I believe it was a seatbelt code. Don't quote me on that, but there was some codes that had come up, and it got rid of them. I had seen this particular one, and if you want, I'm just going to give a shout out to Coon Trucking. I'd seen a couple of guys, or he had one of these on his channel. Go check him out. This one here is simple, easy. I can go through it. It's very methodical. You could go through the programs. It walks you through it. It's a very good code reader. I like it. It'll do transmission. It'll do just about anything. It's a professional. Let me put my glasses on here real quick. The only thing I don't care about it is, and this one I leave hooked up, you can do engine, transmission, ABS, airbags. I've had to reset the airbag deal. SRS systems, whatever that is. Overall, it's a good tool to have in your toolbox. This is the basics. That's the only thing I don't care for. I believe Harbor Freight on theirs, for the money, I think I paid $89, and I think this was like $125 or $145, something like that. With the Harbor Freight one, you've got a container, you can keep it in, keep it zipped up. I don't use them that much. You ask why I have two. I just seen this one on Coon's channel. I liked it. I thought I'd buy it. They were running at the time. I think I got it for $125 or $119 through Amazon, and I picked it up, and I really like it because I can understand it, even myself. Like I said, with the Harbor Freight one, it's a little bit, it works well, don't get me wrong. It's just maybe if I had a little bit more schooling or knew a little bit more about it, but no more than what I do on the vehicles. This one here, I take precedent over the Harbor Freight. I've had the Harbor Freight for almost two or 3 years. This one I've only had for about a year. I really like it. It helped me once again with my red truck. There was a couple things that I needed to take care of. And that was one of the reasons why I did get rid of the red truck, was there was just different, you know, it started to have about 80,000 miles on it, and it was getting to the point where some of the diagnostic or the lights were coming on and things, and this really helped me out a lot. It would tell me what was going on, what I needed to do, and I could do it myself as a do-it-yourselfer. So if you're a do-it-yourselfer, I think this one here is the bang for your buck. Like I said, I don't know all the technology and go into all this stuff, and I'm not going to, and I'm not going to pretend like I know. There's a lot of guys out there that's probably very knowledgeable in this, but I really recommend it. It's just something that I think every guy or weekend warrior mechanic got to have in their toolbox. It's not that expensive, and it'll walk you through it. Or you can find, videos out there on YouTube. It does, in my opinion, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, because, you can get out there and find the information that you want. So I'm not dogging either one of these guys. Either one would be good for you. I think if you're a little bit more high-tech and stuff, I don't know what all the bells and whistles this one does, but I think, like I said, either one for your money would be all right. I'm not dogging Harbor Freight or anything like that. Enough of said about that. Also, those of you that know me, got the Harbor Freight light that everybody told me that, I shouldn't have got, and blah, 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 that, it won't last. And I've kind of put this through the test. The only bitch I have is, the battery on it. Don't last as long as I'd like when I'm using it, full. But the high-end ones, you're going to pay for a good light. This one was $39 on sale. It still works. It's been sitting about 2 months. It still works. I've got one that I paid almost $60, $70 for, and I can't find it right now, but I went to use it the other day, sitting just like this one did, and I don't know what happened. It had a full charge on it, and I come out to use it, and it didn't work. That really pisses me off. Sorry for the language, but that's the best way to, when you go to do something, and my time is limited. I get 1 day a week off if I'm lucky. When I want to go do something, I want it to work. I don't want to have to wait for it to charge or anything like that. So guys, if you want a light, inexpensive, and you don't have a whole lot of money, this is the one for you. This one's been banged around and that, and those of you that know me, I use my stuff, and I think that if somebody wanted a good tester or whatever, I'm the guy to do it, because I use my tools for what they're used for. I bang them around. Sometimes I get clumsy and I kick them or whatever, and this one has definitely, I am very surprised for the money. Way to go, Harbor Freight. This is a good light. Like I said, I've had it for a year, and I'm very impressed with how it worked out. And like I said, 30, 40 bucks. I had a lot of people dog me because I bought it. It was a Harbor Freight, and it wasn't going to last. And I've left this one on plugged in my Challenger one night. I was working late and I was just in a hurry and left. And I come back out and the light was not hot. It was still, of course, it was plugged in. But, it kind of scared me a little bit knowing that I'd left it plugged in and, it'd run all night lit up. So, that was one thing that was kind of scary, and the light really didn't get hot at all. So that's just, I don't know why I shared that, but there was just something that kind of happened with me with it, and I thought I'd share that with you guys. But yeah, I think Harbor Freight, 39 bucks. Definitely check them out. I know I've had a couple guys say that they haven't had any luck with theirs. Me, on the other hand, it's working fine. I've had it a year. Last thing, and I know I'm going through this, it's a little early. Got some things I got to get done today, and I just want to do a quick video, and I haven't done tools in a while, and I know I've heard a few comments about that, but that's the OEM tools. I don't know if any of you guys use the OEM tools. $17-24 Amazon. You can't go wrong. I have these, my toolbox at work. I have them here at home, and I'm going to show you here in a minute. These organizers are great. I have paid big money for the ones that I have in my Snap-on box. I've had the cheaper ones, and overall these work just as good. I use them at work, like I said, day in, day out. They hold up good. The little pin, or whatever you want to call it, ball bearing, is standing up to everything. This one is a new one I haven't used yet. I'm fixing to put it in my box, but I'll open my box up and show you. I just really needed to organize some more, and I'm messing my box up after I cleaned it all up, and I said I wasn't going to do that. Give me a minute here, guys. Okay, as you can tell, these are the little bit more expensive ones. I paid I believe it was $60 for just one of these compared to this one. And yeah, these are a little bit bigger. You can pull them out, rearrange them. You take these little screws out here, pull it apart, put your other ones in there. You can buy replacements in different sizes for them. The next one's a Snap-on one, and what I like about this one, there's a little tab back there that you could slide these out, and I can pick this whole thing up and take off with it. But the price on this was kind of ridiculous. I told the Snap-on guy that, and I believe one Christmas he just gave me a set of them, which was very nice of him. And then I bought a couple of these for miscellaneous, off and on, for I think it was from Amazon is where I got them, just to put my miscellaneous stuff. And this one I got at Lowe's, $17. I think they still have them. They were regularly $24. This one was one of the first ones that Lowe's had. It was $24. And this one here is a homemade job. Tractor Supply had the rails, and I painted a piece of metal and used pop rivets and pop riveted it down. As you can see, the box isn't in order like it normally is, but this one here I'm going to put down in here and try to get it a little more organized. Possibly take the magnetic Snap-on sockets out of this one. it's just one of them things. I just try to have my tools organized. It's just, it makes things in life so much easier, to be able to, go get what you want. And, I have a very bad habit of leaving them lay and losing one. Sorry about that, guys. I almost dropped the camera. I have a bad habit of losing them, or, misplacing them. And you pay too much for the tools for, that to happen. So I try to keep track of most of my stuff anymore. I appreciate each and every one of you. I haven't done a whole lot of videos. I've tried to, limit myself and how much I talk, and I know there's a couple people's commented, well, you say a lot, and that's just me. It's just one of them things that, I'm a high-tech redneck, as I usually say it, or just a redneck that, I'm just doing videos out here to try to help you guys, and I've tried to do my best on my content. I know I got off track on detailing and stuff like that, but I thought I'd share that stuff with you guys. It's something that I noticed, some of the YouTube, I know there's plenty of people out there doing it, but the tool community, we don't do it a whole awful lot. And that's just the, part of it. These are our channels. I know there's some people that like to criticize out there. There's people that want to tear other people down, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stand here and tell you, that I know everything. I think that it's great that some of these guys go out there and do their YouTube channels and are not afraid to get on there and say something or do something. And there's always going to be somebody out there to critique you. There's always going to be somebody out there to try to tear you down. I give these people great, the ones that's been doing it for a long time, hang in there, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. I believe Justin Dowell said, stay in your lane. That's all I've got to say is, why do you... And I was not going to go here, but I don't understand somebody that has to tear another man down. That's all I'm going to say about that. I've seen it in the past happen. It's really hard for me to sit back and stay quiet. And I'm sure I'm going to get somebody to say something, but it's very aggravating, and I was never taught that way. I was, raised, I feel, in a pretty religious background in that, and I know some people are going to say something about that, but, I believe what I believe. I believe what's in my heart. I follow my heart. And, if somebody wants to tear me down for that, great. It just, I guess what I'm saying, guys, let's just all get along. And I understand where some people are coming from. It amazes me how another man can physically and I guess mentally tear somebody down, and get in somebody's head to where, I don't know. I've got to stop there, and I don't even know if I'm going to put this in the video. It's just one of them things, I always try to help the underdog, or what's up, guys? Just in note a little bit, I just want to share that stuff with you. There's a lot of things going on in the YouTube community I don't like. I think we all just need to take a step back. We've got a good thing going here, and I really believe that we just need to try to get along with one another. And our government, they fight all the time and that, and I get into the YouTube part of it to kind of relax and things, and then you turn on a channel or see something going on that you don't like. And that's why I got into YouTube, was to forget about all the rhetoric, I guess is how you pronounce it. I'm not a smart man. I'm just a man that I have heart. That's the whole thing. And you got to have heart, and you got to love your fellow man. And for somebody to tear another man down, I don't understand it. But that's enough.